Alright, welcome to F1 PC. Today we're talking about the AMD Ryzen 7000 and the Intel 13th Gen Raptor Lake, which are about to be launched. They have been announced. They do look promising, but I think AMD will still have it in the bag in terms of performance, and that's what I'm going to discuss in this video. So yeah, so let's get into it. AMD launched their much anticipated Ryzen 7000 CPUs just last month, and they have gone on sale. The sales have not been as strong as probably AMD were hoping. Nevertheless, the performance of the chips are quite good. In fact, they very good. Extremely high jumps in performance percentage-wise, double digits from the 5000 series, and yeah, the prices. The thing is, there's a big resistance to adopting this new platform with Ryzen 7000, and the resistance is mainly coming from the cost of adopting it, and the reasons for that, which are basically the fact that it's a new platform, the AM5 platform, and that in itself basically demands a new motherboard. Along with that, it demands DDR5, which you most likely don't have. Speaking of the motherboards, the new platform that's currently available, one of two, or let's say two of four, is the X670 and the X670E, or Extreme. Now, contributing to the resistance in adopting this new platform is the fact that these things are so expensive. Look at this. So the cheapest motherboard for X670, it's not even the E, is 300. Actually, to be fair, these are actually pretty cheap compared to what they have been lately, or at least on launch. The B650 motherboards are due to become available now in October, first half of October, and that'll bring with it, I think, a bigger adoption rate. Now, I think there are rumors that AMD will actually drop their prices of the 4 CPU SKUs that they've sort of launched already, for various reasons. One being the fact that the launch hasn't drawn as many sales as they'd hoped. Two, Intel is coming out with their 13th Gen Raptor Lake in October. They actually go on sale on the 20th of October, and they are looking good, although I don't think they're going to have the edge. They might have the edge on the 7600X, 7700X, 7900X, and the 7950X. But I think they'll probably have the advantage for, let's say, 2 months, give or take, perhaps 3. At which point I do believe that AMD will be releasing their X3Ds. So you'll get the 7600 X3D, the 7700 X3D, and so on and so forth. I'll be very surprised if those things don't come out, and I'll be even more surprised if those SKUs don't take away, or let's say just destroy the competition, and that being Intel. The reason why is basically what this chip, the 5800 X3D, has done, or what it does, let's say. This CPU is a beast, and when I say that, to underline how fast this CPU is in gaming, it's still faster on average than all the 7000 series CPUs. Now that those 7000 series CPUs have been released, it's still faster than all of them. Plus, it's faster than the 12th gen Intel. So it is still the fastest gaming CPU on average that you can buy today. I do believe that 13th gen Raptor Lake will actually take that away. They will actually trump the 5800 X3D in terms of gaming performance, and I think they will do that with the 13600. But as I said, I think that'll be short-lived for a few months or a couple of months, and then AMD will come out with their 7000 series X3D chips, at which point AMD will then have performance crown, and because those chips, the X3D chips, will be coming out, they will drop the prices of the ones that are out at the moment. These currently are at $300, $400, I think it's $550, and then what is it, $699. I believe that they'll all drop by at least $50. Now, where does this leave us with Intel? So Intel's going to have sort of this, they're going to have a good launch. The 13th gen is going to be much easier for people to adopt because it's sitting on the LGA 1700 platform. So no one needs, or most people that have Intel already won't need new motherboards, and they support DDR4 as well as DDR5, so most people will be able to just drop these chips straight into their machines. AMD doesn't have that advantage. That's definitely an Intel advantage right now. I do believe that there'll be a bit of resistance for people that don't have Intel to actually by 13th gen, because it will be end of the line. It'll be the last generation of CPUs to be released on the current chipsets, the 1700 chipset. I wouldn't recommend anyone do that. So if you don't have Intel and you want to build a computer entry level or mid-range or even high-end, I would recommend AMD through and through, for that simple reason that if you want the fastest gaming PC out there right now, you can build one relatively cheap with the 5800 X3D right now. Then you'll be able to buy the DDR4 RAM cheaper than DDR5. You'll be able to buy a B550 motherboard for about $120 to $150. Pretty good one. Tomahawk I think is 150 right now. If you want to wait a little bit, you can purchase 7600 X3D. Yeah, it'll be expensive to sort of get into. You'll be future-proofing your system. So you'll be jumping into a brand new platform, the AM5 platform, and that'll allow you to sort of be on AM5 for a couple of years, or quite a few years going into the future. So they've promised support of the AM5 platform through 2025. So we're looking at a good 3-4 years of on the AM5 platform, whereas the 13th gen will be the last of the CPUs on the current platform for Intel. Not really sure what they're planning for 14th gen, or if they'll even call it that. But you're not going to see that around until at least the end of next year. Where does that leave us with how the market will look January 2023? I believe that the best system that you'll be able to buy for any performance level, AMD will be the one to go for, hands down. They'll drop their prices on the current SKUs that are out at the moment, bring out the X3Ds, and then they might even bring out the non-X CPUs, which will be even cheaper. We're also going to be getting the B650 motherboards releasing now in October, which will make the adoption of platform even cheaper. And not to mention the price of DDR5, which is continuing to drop. Yeah, come January 2023, I think it's going to be a great time to build a computer. It's sort of perpetual. You can always wait for something better, but I think January 2023 is going to be golden because of all the reasons that I've just explained. Plus, you're gonna have much more choices in terms of graphics cards as well, because RDNA 3 is going to be released. Well, it's going to be announced in November, probably released mid-November, and yeah, come January you're going to have all those options as well, with all the old graphics cards dropping in price. If you want to build new, wait a little bit, see what happens. If you can't wait, then sort of build something budget just to get into the game, no pun intended, and yeah, take it from there, see what happens with the market. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Please like and subscribe the video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a talking head video, but yeah, that's sort of what I do. Leave your comments below and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.